I hope you're all doing really well. I have a few little cards here for you to look at while I just make sure everything is working the way that it should. Grab some of my stencils and stamps that we're going to play with. Right. Yes, I think I'm a bit warm. I'm going to have to take my sweatshirt off, I think. So, how's everyone doing? Let me move the microphone a bit closer because a few people mentioned that I was maybe a little bit hard to hear last week. How's that? Is that a little bit better? Do say hello if you are with us this evening, because I need you guys. I need you. I need a little pick me up because I am very tired. I can't lie. I am most tired. Let's have a look. See if we are up and running. Oh, yep, there we are. No, go away. I don't want to do a tour. Let me just check that you can hear me okay. That seems to be all right. I'll turn the sound down. Hello, Laura. How are you? Danielle's with us. First time that you've made a live in forever. I hope you are well. I am very well. I am well, apart from being very tired. And I hope you're well too, Danielle. Jess, hello. Claire's with us. And Sarah's with us. Hello, Sarah. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Like I say, I need you cheering me on tonight because I am feeling very, very lethargic. I have an idea of a quick card that I'm going to do, and it might be a quick card just because I am absolutely exhausted. So for those of you that know and have been keeping track, we were on TV at the weekend. Not the weekend. God, it wasn't even that long ago. It was Tuesday. And we had a sellout show, and it was awesome. But obviously the upshot of that means that we have a lot of orders to pack up once the show is over. So I have been non-stop packing orders. I'm still not halfway through yet. So I've got another full day of packing tomorrow. So Friday's going to be a big busy day. So I'm flagging a little bit. We were up really early this morning because I took Ant to work so that I could have the car. Oh, it's been a whole thing. It has definitely been a thing. So I'm going to enjoy making a card with you tonight because I think it will just be nice to do something that is creative. But I'm also ready for a nice cup of tea. Maybe a chocolate biscuit and my bed. So I did want to as well today just to mention, I think I said the last time we were on Hobby Maker that I was going to do a little bit of a giveaway of the cards that I made during the show, because I make duplicates. So I'll make one card as my template, if you like, and then I make one while we're on air. So I end up with two of the same card, which I obviously don't need. So I was going to do a giveaway, and I never got round to it. I don't really even know why. I may have just fell out of my brain because there were so many other things being pushed in there. it went. So what I thought I would do is I would do a giveaway with everything from the last couple of shows that I did, and from this week's show. And I've also got a card in there that is from I think it's from a magazine make that I did. So there are actually 9 cards here. So there's the scalloped friend card. There's Make-A-Wish birthday card. There's a Oh Crab, I Forgot Your Birthday card. The You Google card. Have a Very Good Day card. The It's Your Birthday, Let's Celebrate. The Love You Lots. The Seize the Day, Let's Celebrate. And then the Make a Birthday Wish. So one of these cards I will duplicate. This one I didn't actually get to finish, so I will finish this one off, I think, is the plan, so that there will be 2 stacks of 5. I will randomly select which 5 are in each pile. It will just be purely random, and then there will be 2 winners. So 1 winner on Facebook, 1 winner on Instagram, and I'll post all of the details tomorrow for you to be able to enter the competition to win a stack of cards. So, and whichever stack you get, you've actually got a really good amount of cards there for a lot of different occasions. So that's your kind of birthdays and supportive cards, maybe even Valentine's cards sorted for the next few occasions. So you won't have any cards to make for a while. So that could be quite cool, couldn't it? So look out for that on our social media. So that's the first thing. That's the information out of the way. Now let's do some crafting. So I'm going to grab myself some cardstock here. I've got some frames actually here that I really want to use up. Oh, and I do love that background. See, that's my little Love You Lots. So I could definitely need to finish that because I didn't get a chance. And it's such a lovely card to make, that one. So I'm going to pop that to one side, and if we get time, I might finish that one off this evening, because I've got all the bits that I need to make it. So I just need to actually make it. So I'll pop that to one side. But what I wanted to do tonight was, in fact, probably better off doing it this way, aren't I, Davis? And let me have a look. Let me grab these bits here. Do it that way around. Pop that in there. And then that's everything together in one place. So we don't need our little bear or our little mouse, even though they are super cute. Hi, Lauren. Daniel says, oh, bless you, you're a busy lady. I'm okay, thanks. Same, very tired. What have you been up to, lovely lady? You're always busy as well. Annalisa says, such pretty cards. Love the pink and brown together. I do. I think that looks really, I don't know, I think it looks so nice and chocolatey. Yeah, I was really happy with how that turned out. So I think what I'm going to do today, what I thought I would have a play with, is a set that I haven't actually played with yet, which is the Get Well Soon. So I'm just going to grab a few of these little bits out of here. I've mixed them up a little bit, but these are my little whales. So there's the Get Well Soon, but there's also the Get Well Soon sentiment. I could get it out with my daft nails. There we go. And then we've got all the other little accessories as well, which are cool. And they just keep swimming. So I actually like the Just Keep Swimming. And there's what we got? We've got tons, haven't we? And huge. So Missing You tons, and there is Of Love, and I think there should be in here somewhere if I can find it. Sending You. But I don't know what I've done with that, so we might have to stamp that one again, because I don't know where that is. But I quite like the idea of using some of these elements today. And I also want to use Annalisa's favourite stencil. Annalisa, which is your favourite stencil? Which one am I going to use? I'll give you a chance to reply before I actually show it. But yeah, I think I'm going to use that to do a bit of stenciling. And I may recolour these, but I may not, because I quite like the blue. They just keep swimming. Oh, it's there, the sending you, look. Sending you huge. What's the other word? Oh, my nails are so frustrating. Hugs. There we go. Sending you huge hugs. And just keep swimming. I think that's really cute. I think that could work, couldn't it? Or the other way around. I don't know whether yeah, I think that's kind of cute. And then Annalisa says, I love the fish stencil so much. Yes, you're right. It's the fish stencil. Yay. So this is the best fishes stencil. Annalisa, do you have the best fishes stencil? Did I send you that one? I can't remember if I did or not. If I haven't, then I must send it you because it is your favourite. So I was thinking that I would possibly use this frame as well. I think that's quite cute, and with the fish in the background, they just keep swimming sentiment, I think works really well. And I love the narwhal. So I know I'd put on that this was going to be a get well soon card, but I think it's more of a just keep going card, you know, which is kind of what I need right now. No, I didn't get it as they weren't in yet. Right, okay, I need to rectify that situation then, don't I? I need to get that sorted for you, lovely, because it is your favourite. So I think what I'm going to do is I might have to do a bit of restamping of my images, because I don't know whether the blue is going to go. I've not decided on what I'm going to do in my background 100%. But these colours might not go. But we'll see. We will see. I'm going to move these guys all to the back there so that they're not in my way, because I'm going to do my stenciling first and then we will figure out what we're going to do. And I could go blue, but I was also thinking of maybe going a bit more of an aqua colour. So maybe some salvage patina and some peacock feathers. I feel like that might be quite nice. So I'm going to go for it. So this is my salvage patina, and I'm going to go. I might actually use my my larger brush for this, because I want to cover quite a large area. And this is just going to do it so much easier and quicker. So if you've not got the super duper sized brush, where have you been? Because you need this in your life. So I'm going to do a good amount of coverage on the back here. But I'm not going to go right to the edges. I am going to cover up a lot of the edges anyway, because I'm going to use that frame from the Ocean Waves die. But I quite like that it's going to be not full solid colour. And before I put down my next colour, I'm going to realise that I haven't got any water left, which is really annoying. So you know what I'm going to do? Because I don't actually have any water, but I do have some of our shimmer spray. So I'm going to do a little bit of a shimmy shake. Lol, where have you been? Well, it's right, isn't it, Annalisa? Where have you been? Danielle says, I love cast cards, but sometimes mine seem too simple. I forget to add a frame or a border that really enhances it. I need to do this more so that I can go back to doing cast cards. Yes, I'm exactly the same as you, Danielle. I feel like I've cheated a little bit sometimes when I've done a cast card. So, so yeah, so I think I can then sometimes add, just overdo it, which is not the point of a clean and simple card, is it? So yeah, I know I'm a little bit the same, and that's why a border really makes what I've realised through going to craft shows and stuff, where I'm kind of having to do a lot of my crafting very quickly and sort of on, not with all of the materials that I would normally have around me, that it actually helps me craft, because I'm not overawed by everything that I've got in my stash. I'm limited to what I've got, and it makes me do things that are a bit more clean and simple. Plus, when you've got a crowd of people watching you, you can't be taking, an hour to demonstrate something. You need to do something that's fairly quick and simple. So, clean and simple cards are absolutely ideal for that. I'm just going to dip that in there. Add just a little bit more. There we go. That's going to have the same effect pretty much. Just need to remember to give those a little bit of a clean afterwards. But it's also going to add a nice shimmer. So I'm going to try and pick this up. So that you see if you can see that shimmer on there now. Oh, that looks really pretty. So I'm going to leave that to dry before I put my next layer on, because I can't really do my next layer until that shimmer has dried a little bit. So yeah, so Danielle, I'm totally with you on the feeling like you need to do more. So what my kind of thing that I've really enjoyed doing is a simple stenciled background, a simple image, a simple sentiment, and then a border, and then you've got a really beautiful card that looks like you've spent more time on it than you actually have, and that's great for me. And I think also from a a demonstration point of view, it also it shows you just how easy it can be. It doesn't have to be really complicated. And I think that just makes it so much more fun, and I absolutely love demonstrating at craft shows because of that, because I am just, I don't know, like I say, I just find it so freeing to just do something that's that's quick and simple. And obviously, as you all know, I absolutely love doing the stenciling and just messing about. So yeah, it is really good. So I'm going to colour in my my little narwhal again, because I don't think he's going to go with my background. And I'm going to do the Get Well. No, I'm not doing the Get Well Soon. I was doing the Sending You Huge Hugs is what I'm going to do. Or shall I do Sending You Tons of Love? No, I want to do the huge hugs. So I'm going to do the huge as well. And then that's perfect. So again, this is going to be quite simple because we've only got one image to colour in, which is, again, if you're looking for something quick and simple to do, then this is going to be ideal. Now, I'm doing the sentiment as well in my Memento ink, which normally I would use my VersaFine for my sentiments, but I'm going to colour in this word using my Copic markers, so I don't want it to bleed anywhere, and that's stamped really perfectly, so I'm not going to mess or interfere with that. I'll give this a little clean. So is anybody else crafting along with me this evening, or are you all just chilling and watching? I met a lady at Hobby Maker on Tuesday, Annalisa, who was from Toronto. She was a quilter and she'd come for a quilting festival that's in the UK, and then also come to Hobby Maker. She writes books about quilting, so that was very cool. Yeah, she was a lovely lady, bless her. But I think she'd had quite the journey coming all that way. And I'm just looking out the window, and there's the most beautiful sky that I've ever seen. It is lovely red sky, and there is a beautiful rainbow as well. Let me see if I can capture it for you, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it on my phone. But can you see that? That's that beautiful rainbow, and then a lovely pinky red sky. So let's zoom in on this little narwhal and get him coloured in. Oh, is Toronto Airport a bit manic at the moment? And Jess and Claire are both crafting away. Jess, you're doing your spooky stamping. You can't wait for it to be Halloween, can you? You absolutely can't wait. And Claire says, always crafting, doing an MDF pumpkin tonight. I really feel the need to get into some Halloween decorating this year. So what are people's suggestions? Do you have any preferences for your decor for autumn and not necessarily Halloween? I don't think I really want to go like major Halloween because we don't have children, and I always feel that like the decorating for Halloween is more when you've got kids, isn't it? And we're not looking to invite trick-or-treaters. Sorry to be party poopers, but yeah. It's Halloween where you are, is it, Jess? Every day is Halloween where you are. That's so funny. But yeah, what would we have? What kind of things do you have to decorate? I've seen that there. I'm thinking of maybe, do I have some like little fake pumpkins? Do we just stick to the maybe candles with a kind of autumn pumpkin spice smell? I tell you what I was thinking of doing, and you guys might be able to help me with this, is thinking of doing like an autumnal wreath on the door. So maybe with some, pumpkins and different like autumn type leaves and foliage, and I don't know, just general autumnal things, berries and nuts maybe. I don't know, but yeah, I am thinking about it. So does anybody else do a kind of an autumn wreath, or is it all just more Christmas wreaths? Does anybody decorate their porch? Because I know in America, decorating your front porch in Halloween, Thanksgiving, all of that is quite a big thing, isn't it? But we don't do it so much here. I do feel like I think that we'd be constantly worried it'd just get pinched, but I don't imagine that that's not the same everywhere. So but yeah, what do you guys get involved in that, or is it not your thing? like being a bit festive. I feel like since the kittens have come that I'm nesting a little bit. I know that's daft, but I do feel like I am sort of, you know, trying to make their home really, I mean, our home, obviously, I always want it to be lovely, but I don't know, I just feel like I'm going that extra mile at the moment, because, yeah. I've also been watching a few vlogs about people, you know, like kind of lifestyle vlogs and people, you know, doing the home decor and stuff, which I think is really, really interesting. So that's my little narwhal body done, just with the 3C colours. You see 1, you see 3, and you see 5. Laura says, I love making wreaths from die cuts. I still have my pastel spring wreath up on my inside door. You'll have to let me know how you've done that. Jess says, Halloween and autumn, decorate the front window and the living room, all sorts of decorations and ornaments. Where is good to go then for decorations and ornaments? Where would you recommend, if I was going to go somewhere, where would you recommend I go? And what colour shall I do my narwhal? I'm thinking pink. I think pink and this aqua look really nice together. I also had a little vision then of maybe doing purple, but I know the purples are not that fabulous. What is that? VO1. What else have I got? What else have I got in here? Yeah, they're not that great, are they? I mean, I must admit, I've probably not got all the colours that I need. That's kind of a purpley pink. Shall we try that? Home Sense. Right, can I just say something here? And you might think that I'm absolutely bonkers when I say this, but I had never heard of Home Sense until I watched it on like I say, on one of these home decor vlog things. And somebody went to Home Sense. And I said to Aunt, have we even got a Home Sense in Sheffield? Because I have never heard of this place. And now everybody in the world is going there. We've got the range, we've got B&M, we've got Home Bargains. And yes, Hobbycraft is a good shout, Jess. But Home Sense, I've never ever seen a Home Sense. So, yeah, I would, if I could find one, I will. And I'm going to have to see if we have got one in Sheffield and go and check it out, because it apparently is all the rage. It is all the rage. So I'm going to do a little bit of this pinky purpley shade, because it's different and I've never really used it before, and I think it looks quite cool. I think it's quite a nice colour. So yeah, I think it works quite well together. I quite like that. And I think I'll go with the same colours for the sentiment. I think it'll just add a little pop of colour to something that isn't, you know, that otherwise would be quite neutral, wouldn't it? So I'm just going to add that in there. I like to if I can at any point, use a colour that I haven't used before. It just keeps things interesting. You tend to, and I don't know if you're the same as me, but I often just go for the same colours every single time because they're tried and true, and I know I like them. I know that they work well together as a combination, so I just stick with them. But sometimes it's nice to mix it up. So what I'm doing here is I've let this area dry a little bit, and then I'm just going back over the edges with the same colour, because I haven't got colours to contrast, if you know what I mean, to create depth. So the only way I can create depth is using the same colours that I've already got. So I'm just going to use those to create a bit of shadow around the edges. So you can see there, that's just made it look a little bit more circular, if that makes sense. So, oh, bless you, you've all looked for places for me for where I can find a HomeSense. Jess says, HomeSense and TK Maxx are the same company, so similar products. Oh, interesting, I did not know that. And Danielle says, HomeSense, you have to be very quick. As soon as their stuff is in, it goes again, and their candles are lush. Ah, interesting. I will bear that in mind. Definitely. I'm just adding a little bit of depth to the bottom of, I think I've used the wrong colour there, I did. Actually used a lighter colour instead of a darker one, which was silly. That's better. And then I used the mid-tone to add a bit of depth to the bottom of that one. So Laura says that the die cut wreath is as easy as die cutting 40-ish die cuts, gluing them to a cardstock ring. Time consuming but not difficult. I need to see a picture because that sounds really awesome. Sarah Barnacle says, love candles, now I need to find one too. I know, I'm sorry. Oh, Asda Living is a good shout because Asda do have some good stuff, don't they? Jess, thank you. Oh, see, I knew you crafty peeps would know the places to go for this kind of thing. Right, let's die cut out these cute little narwhal, and the sentiment, the huge. I'm gonna say, is it that one? Oh, I would say that would be the right one, wouldn't it? Excellent. I might just have to cut this down so that it goes through my die cutting machine, because I'm just going to use the little one for such little images. Oh, I can't hold on to anything today. I'm all fingers and thumbs. I think, you know, it's just a combination of doing so many things, working, you know, all hours, doing all different things, and it's also time of the month or coming up to, so that addles my brain as well. Makes me very clumsy, I have to say. So it's a wonder I haven't broken something already. So yeah, it's fun times in the Simpson Davis household. So I need to go to Jordan Thorpe in Sheffield for a HomeSense, and Norton St James Retail Park. Right. Though I think the reason why I've not seen any of these things then, or seen HomeSense before, is because they are the other side of Sheffield to me. Hi Nicola, how are you? Don't worry, you're not too late. We're doing a quick card today though. Well, famous last words. I always say this, don't I? Quick card, and then it ends up not being a quick card at all. But I think this one perhaps may, you know, be the exception to that usual rule, because we're keeping it clean and simple. So we're doing clean and simple. We're doing a nice simple background. We're doing a simple one image focal point, and some cool sentiments to go with it, and they are pre-cut, which is good. And then we're just going to add a frame, which is going to make it just elevate it that little bit, I think. So let's zoom out a little. Now we've cut those out. So this is our background piece. I do need a card base for this to sit on, don't I? So I'll just grab that as well while I'm messing about. So Annalisa's favourite stencil. Laura says that you've got a few wreaths on your Instagram. Tag me in one. Yeah, definitely do, because I need some inspiration. So, the best fisher stencil is the best stencil. And I'm going to use my peacock feathers here. And I'm going to use my aqua brush. And I'm not going to do all of them. Because I just want to have kind of... I mean, there may be a bit of colour that hits most of them. But I'm going to keep the most direct colour in the centre, and then they're going to fade out towards the edges, so that you've got more of a sense of the fish that could be there rather than them actually being there. So they're a bit more in the distance, not the foreground, if that makes sense. So when I take it off, you'll see a little bit what I mean, that they're just kind of disappearing into the background. I feel like I've got a little gap here, so I'm going to just pop this back on, and just line that back up, and then just add a bit more colour. If you're not getting the colour quite exactly where you want it, you can always use your stackable brush to get right into there, but I think that's worked quite nicely. Like I say, I didn't want it to fill it with the fish. I just wanted to have some of these around the edges a little bit more faint, so they're kind of just drifting away. And the great thing about this is that you can, because it's a repeating pattern, you can just keep building it and building it and building it for a slim line, or you can just pull out one portion of it and just use one little bit. You don't have to use the whole thing, which is ideal for this type of card and this type of background. Let me clean up my stencil. And I didn't use my stencil mat for this because I wasn't actually going outside of the card base that I was using, so I didn't really need to. That was quite good as well. So now we should have pretty much everything we need to complete our card. So like I say, I've got my card base here. I'll just rescore that edge. Then we can stick this onto here. And you can still see all the lovely shimmer in the background there, which I think is really, really nice. It's not too much either. I didn't want to, you know, completely flood it with that shimmer. I think my glue's a little bit clogged up, but it should be fine. Come on, out you come. And the other great thing about a frame as well is that if you've not cut your cardstock to the right size, oh, I've just thrown my frame away there. You can, it will cover up any edges, you know, any dodgy edges. So let's pop this on. I think this is going to look nice. Obviously, you could cut this out of any coloured cardstock that you wanted. You could have it maybe in metallics, which would look quite cool. I always like to go with the white frame. I don't know why. I just like things framed in white usually. And I always start with the bottom, and I really should start with the top. So let's do that again, because what I do find, what you can find, is that, again, if you've not cut your cardstock quite right, you can always chop it off the bottom. You can't chop it off the top. But actually that's fit perfectly. So no chopping required on that one. Sorry if my head got in the way there as well. So we've got our little narwhal with his. I do like this colour actually. I think it's very cute. So we were going to go with the huge hugs. Now I need to dig these back out of here now because I've lost them. So we've got sending you huge hugs. Just keep swimming. That looks cute. And I don't know whether. So I'm just going to try it the other way around, but I don't think I'm going to like it. So, but typically I wouldn't do. Yeah, I'm not going to like it. I know I'm not, but I'm just going to try it so you can see the difference. Well, now I'm saying that, now you see, this is why you need to test these things. Just keep swimming. I don't know which way I want him to go, like that, maybe. And sending you huge hugs. Because normally you would have, I would say probably a bit more of a bottom heavy sentiment. And then your image a little bit higher. So I'm thinking that actually works because you've also got a bigger distance between your two colourful elements, which from a balance point of view, I think that rather works. So what do you guys think? Do you think this way or the other way? I think maybe this way works for me because your image should be the focal point, and the higher your image is, the more that is in your vision. So I think I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with it. But we need some foam tape. So throwing things around. So I'm going to put my little my image on first because I've decided that's where I want it. Laura says it feels more balanced this way around. Thank you. I think we're right, aren't we? Sometimes I didn't think I was going to like it that way around, but because of the way that the sentiment's stacked, but I think it actually works really, really well. So I'm going to make sure that my little narwhal is in the correct place first. And then thank goodness for quick sticks, because I would be having all kinds of problems with my die cuts today with these nails. So let's just pop some of our tape on the back of there. And we'll pop that in the middle there. Is that straight? I'm gonna say yes, because I can't actually see properly. Now for this one, I think I might just use a sliver of this, which is the same tape, but it's in the wider format, but I can just cut a little sliver off the edge, because I think this sentiment might be a little bit narrower than the other. I'm just going to flex that around so that it doesn't show. Sending you huge. I just think this would be such a nice card to send to someone who is, you know, just having a struggle. I think they're just such nice cards to send, because they're the ones that people just don't expect, but are so grateful for. Oops. So yeah, I might do a little sliver more on the other end of there. Come on now. It wasn't playing ball, was it? And I bet there's so many people that we would like to send some huge hugs to. So I do have, obviously we have our enamel dots, but they are in more of a purpley purple. Oh, I don't know though. I still feel that might go, because I was thinking that, or maybe some bubbles, because the bubbles are a little more see-through. But I quite like the idea of doing the purple now I've seen them. So I'm gonna give it a go, because why the devil not? So let's get this bad boy up here. I do love an enamel dots these days. I just think they do add that finishing touch to something. And you don't have to have loads of them. Just a few will just be enough to finish your piece off. And I do love having them kind of tucked behind a sentiment, especially these larger ones, which you might think are a little bit more difficult to place. Now you see here, I've managed to glue these together with my Cosmic Shimmer, which is a bit annoying, but they do still work perfectly fine. So I think there's just one more required, probably there. Oh, I think that looks so pretty. Yay! So final thing to do, I think, I don't know whether this is the one that's working. One of them wasn't working so well. Yeah, this one's working. Is to add some white highlights with my Jelly Roll pen. Well, this actually isn't. This is a Uniball pen, which I've been preferring lately, actually, because it just gives a brighter white. My little chap doesn't have rosy red cheeks, but I am going to give him some freckles. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that narwhals probably don't have freckles, but mine does. So I'm just going to add a few highlights to the lettering as well. And that'll just make that stand out a little bit more. And then I think we're done. I think we're good to go. Oh, that was, told you that would be a quick one. That was quite quick, wasn't it? I think that was really good. So let's have a little closer look. I just keep swimming, and you can see the little bit of shimmer in the background as well. Nicholas says, are you getting the bubbles back in stock? Potentially, but perhaps not quite in the way they are there. There will be self-adhesive ones, I think, if we do get them back in. They were quite hard to track down in the right sizes that I wanted, so I think we will move to more the self-adhesive ones. But I am looking to bring those back because they were very popular. So there you go. That's the little card. Laura says, super cute. Love the aqua and purple together. I know, that's a new colour combination. So this is what I'm saying. Experiment. Don't just go with your usual colour combos. Try something a bit different. Danielle says the card is so lovely. Thank you, guys. So as that was super quick and simple, I think what I will do while we're here is, I don't know about anybody else, but I sometimes suffer from a feeling of I can't leave something unfinished, and this card was unfinished from the TV, so I'm going to quickly finish it now because it's pretty much done. It just needs a background blending, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to blend this background, and I'm going to have a quick look. Oh, hello. I have a little cat that's decided to creep in. Are you going to come and say hello? Oh, there's two of you. Are you coming up? Come on then. We haven't had cats on camera for a while, have we? So you might be treated to a little visit. He's actually sat on the chair next to me, which is very cute, and the other one has just fluffed across my the back of my legs. I felt the fluff. So what? I'm just trying to remember what actual colours I used, and it will be the pitch raspberry and the pitch flamingo for my background. So I'm going to do again, I'm going to use the large brush, and as we said before, Annalisa, if you've not seen these yet, where have you been? Where have you been? You can come up if you want. Come up and say hello. Are you a bit camera shy? Oh, I don't know if you could hear that. Come here. Come on then. Oh, you're going to climb up my leg. Okay. Come on then. Want to come and say hello? What's up here? Who's this? This is Maisie. Say hello to everyone, Maisie. You're walking all over my work here. Arnie's just had a little. He's just gone for a little chill. You love these bits, don't you? You like these little bits of. Yeah, you like to play with those. Oh, she's so cute, aren't you, baby? Right. I think you best come down now, though, because you're just going to cause a bit of trouble. So would you like to go and sit with your brother there? Right. They can keep each other entertained. No, she's going to come and stand on my computer now. Don't do that, Dwayne. Oh dear. Maybe I was pushing it, thinking I could do a bit of extra. Right. We'll get this done in no time. So, bit of background, ink. Again, I'm not going to worry about filling the whole thing. I quite like it to blend away around the edges. We are going to be adding a border to these anyway. And then I'm going to grab my Vocal Bubbles stencil. You could also use the Scattered Heart stencil, would actually be really good for this one as well. But I'm going to stick with this one for now. And I'm going to use the Picked Raspberry. And I'm just going to pull out some of these. Don't stand in the ink and don't try and eat it either. Honestly, it is a little bit like having children. Constantly making sure that they're not eating something that they shouldn't be doing, poking something that they shouldn't be doing, because you are little monkeys, aren't you? So I just flipped over my stencil and then just going over some of these circles, and anywhere where I think that I could do with another little circle, I'll just pick that one out and add that. And then we've got a little bit of a background going on. What are you trying to eat there now? I can see a little tail just fluffing about. She likes to try and eat the washi tape, don't you? Are you going to come and have a look now? So we'll just pop them to one side while I clean my workstation. So it is nice to have a little helper. Danielle says, hello to Maisie, it's lovely to have you here. It is so lovely to have a cat. I mean, Rosie always used to come and photo bomb, didn't she, and come and let us know she was here. So yeah, it's nice to have some cat company again. Although they are double trouble, the pair of them. So we've now got our background done, so that's the easy bit. We can roll this back up and pop this away. And then I'd already die cut in preparation the scallop frame from the Smile inverted scallop frame die set. It's quite a mouthful. So, and I've already popped this up on some shaker tape. So let's remove all of that. Oh, it stuck to my finger there. This tape is so good. So many compliments about this tape. If you haven't already got your hands on some of this, where have you been? Because yeah, everybody says just how great it is. Everybody that's used it. So you see, I didn't line that one up as perfectly, so I've got a little bit of an edge along the bottom. So I can now just trim that edge off so that it doesn't look wrong from the front. So I love that. I love that you can just correct your mistakes that way. And then we've just got to add our sentiment, which we'd already ink blended. So the sentiment, the Love You Lot sentiment, I love this sentiment, it's so cool. I actually die cut it 3 times out of white cardstock, and then I've used the ground espresso and the picked raspberry just to colour in that that background. And I think I probably need a bit more of the pink on this bit here, so I'm going to use this. I am going to do it directly on here just for speed now, but do I have a bit of cardstock that I can use? Let's use this little scrap of cardstock to ink blend onto, just to deepen that colour a little bit, because it was looking a little bit anemic. And like I said, I did do this live on air, so, and I was feeling very rushed at the time because we'd sold out of everything and the time was ticking away, and I'd actually lost 5 minutes of my show actually, because the show before me overran by 5 minutes, but because we'd sold out of everything, it didn't actually end up mattering. So yeah, it worked out in the end, but yeah, it was at the time I was thinking, when's my show starting? 5 minutes we've lost, but it was fine. So that just looks better now, because that's just brightened that back up again, which I think it needed. Just needed a bit more depth of pink. So we'll get rid of that. And then now all I have to do is stick this. Oh, I didn't actually take the backing off that. That was a bit daft, wasn't it? There we go. So all I need to do is stick this. I'm sure you can probably hear some banging in the background. Yes, that is my little helpers not being very helpful. I think they're actually just leaping at each other and attacking each other on this chair, which is quite cute. They do play really, really well together, but sometimes they make each other squeak, and I can't work out whether they're actual squeaks of "ow, you're hurting me," or they're just being silly. Probably, I think it's the latter. But they're booked in for their first vaccinations next week, which is their first visit to the VET, which they're not going to be impressed about, I'm sure. They've been in their little safe little cocoon with us for the past, what will it be, 4 weeks? Yeah, 4 weeks. I can't believe how quickly it's passed. I'll pop that in the centre. You could pop that up even more if you wanted to, but I think that looks kind of cool. And then my little mouse, which is from the birthday bear set. I love this little mouse with his little cupcake. I mean, for me, he's worth buying the whole set for that little mouse because you can use him on so many different projects. And then I'm going to add some more enamel dots. We love an enamel dots around here. Where are my other ones? Where are my other white ones? There we are. I need to open this one up so that I've got a few different sizes. I don't think I used the large size last time, but I'm going to do this time because I do think it's pretty cool. What am I doing? I managed to take the backing out, but not the actual enamel dots. This is the kind of day that I am having, as you can see. I am just a little bit all over the place. Let's put that one down there. And maybe a small one just there. We'll have another large one. There we go. And then I did the same thing that you've seen me do on the others, which is taking my Uniball pen and adding those white highlights, because I just think it makes your letters really pop. I don't really worry about where actual highlights would be because it's not really about how realistic it looks. It's just the effect that we're creating, and it just makes a really nice graphic effect, I think. So, but you don't have to add this. This is just purely my thing. I like to do it. I think it looks really cool. And I always think, you know, I don't think about where I'm actually starting doing it, which I absolutely should, because I'm likely to put my fingers in it by working across myself. So that's just a little hint and tip for you guys to not do what I've just done, but to start from the right and start from the left and work to right as you would right, because then you're not going to be, if you're right-handed, that is, then you're not going to put your hand through your work. Oh, I even made it sound complicated then, didn't I? Very tired. There we go. Last one done. And I didn't put my hand in anything, which is a bit amazing in itself. So there we go. That's the two cards. Nicholas says, I did exactly that. I'm mouse mad and I had to have him. Oh, that's really cool. Laura says, I really fancy some chocolate and raspberry ice cream now. Fab colours. Oh my goodness, yes. Chocolate and raspberry ice cream. In fact, you've made me fancy an ice cream, and I have got, I don't know if you've seen them, the mini Viennettas that you get on a lollipop stick. They're from Aldi and they are just amazing. So I might treat myself to one of those. Because I think that was a job well done, a successful evening. It's not taken us too long, but we've got a couple of really gorgeous cards there that we've managed to complete. This one will be part of the giveaway. This is the one that we've made this evening. If you are having, you know, a difficult week, difficult few days at work maybe, then this one's for you. Just keep swimming, and I'm sending you some huge, huge hugs because we all need them. It's Friday tomorrow. I hope you guys are all getting the weekend off, and we've just got tomorrow to get through, and then we can have a nice relaxing weekend with any luck. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, guys. I really have enjoyed that. Thank you. You've really have perked me up. Hello Emma, how are you? So yeah, do check out social media tomorrow. I don't know what time I'll get it uploaded. I'm going to do it in the morning because, like I say, I'm going to bed right now. So the details of the competition will be up on our social media at some point tomorrow. And yeah, I'm going to go and have a brew and get in bed. I hope you guys are all doing the same. I'll see you all really soon. Thank you so much, guys. See you soon. Oh, hello. You're going to come and say hello. Hello. Hello again, little fluff. Bye from Maisie. See you soon, guys. Bye.